Attention kids of Australia, here's your chance to run the country. Announcing PM for a Day, a brand new Squiz Kids competition where we ask you, our fabulous audience, if you were Prime Minister for a day, what would you do to make Australia a better place to live? The winner will win a trip to Canberra for a private tour of Parliament House, a chance to visit Question Time and receive a personal tour of Government House by the Governor-General herself. You might even cross paths with the actual PM while you're there. All you need to do is send a video to squizkids@thesquiz.com.au telling us the one thing you would do to make our country better if you were PM for a day. But hurry, you've only got until March 13 to get your entry in. Check out our website, squizkids.com.au, for terms and conditions and details on how to enter.
Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, fabulous Squiz Kids quizzes, and welcome to the Kids vs Adults Weekly News Quiz. This is your chance to prove who's been paying the most attention to the week that just was. I'm Bryce Corbett. So, how does this work? First, we'll have 5 questions for kids about what's been happening in the world for the past 7 days, then 5 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions can take the winner's podium. Easy as. Plus, of course, because it's a Friday, we've got all today's birthday shout-outs and all the shout-outs for the weekend coming, including, of course, the birthday reggae tune, because it wouldn't be a Friday without it. Okay, you ready all? Let's do this. All right, kids, here are your 5 questions. And let's kick off with a sporting question. See what I did there? Kick off, sporting. As the Women's Asian Cup starts this coming weekend, what's the name of Australia's national women's soccer team? Yeah, that was easy, wasn't it? They are, of course, the Matildas. Question number 2, staying with sport, and the 2026 NRL Rugby League competition also kicks off this weekend, with 4 teams travelling to which city in the United States to play their first round matches? The city is, of course, Las Vegas. Question number 3. In the podcast this week, we heard how Melbourne Zoo had welcomed 4 new cubs to its ranks. Were they born to an A, snow monkey, B, a snow leopard, or C, a snowman? And the clue, my friends, is in the cubs. Yeah, that's right, it was B, a snow leopard. Question number 4. The Winter Olympics came to an end earlier this week, as attention turns now to the Winter Paralympics. Which country is host to both of these events? Is it A, New Zealand, B, Japan, or C, Italy? Well done if you said C, Italy. Question number 5. Name the Latino rapper who arrived in Australia this week for a series of concerts, fresh from headlining the halftime entertainment at the Super Bowl. And I'll give you a hint. His initials are BB. Well done if you said Bad Bunny. Alrighty kids, how did you go? Now be honest, did you just cook the adults? Ha, I thought so. Now just before we get into the adult questions, this weekend's Squiz Kids Science Short is getting into a bit of a state. A solid state, a liquid state, and a gassy state. And I know we've all been there. We're asking what actually is a state of matter? And why does stuff change from one to another? How can an ice cube turn into a puddle and then vanish into thin air? And where does it go when it does? You'll find it all waiting for you in your podcast feed first thing Saturday morning. All right, adults, stretch, hydrate, and get ready to rumble. You've got this. Here are your questions. Question number 1. There was drama at the English equivalent of the Oscars this week when actor Michael B. Jordan took the stage. What is the acronym by which these awards are known? And remember, an acronym is an abbreviation formed by the first letters of a series of other words. Yeah, that's right. They're called the BAFTAs. Question number 2. There was drama too in the US Congress when Donald Trump gave his annual speech this week on how things are faring in the United States of America under his government. What is that famous annual address called? Take a bow if you said State of the Union. Question number 3. The Ukraine marked a grim milestone this week when the what year anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine war ticked over? Yep, that's right. It was the 4-year anniversary. Question number 4. The Victorian government was gazumped this week by South Australia when the latter announced it had stolen which motorsports event from Phillip Island? Yeah, that's right. It was the MotoGP. Question number 5. True or false? Australia's flag bearers at the closing ceremony of the Milan Winter Olympics was silver medal winning aerial skier Danielle Scott and Moguls gold medalist Cooper Woods. Yeah, that's right, people. It is true. All right, adults, how did you go? Count up your score. Who's claiming the bragging rights this week? If you've missed any of these cool news stories throughout the week and you want to refresh your memory, all of this week's Squiz Kids episodes are available for a re-listen wherever you get your podcasts. And for the big people, check out the Squiz Today podcast for our news content for grown-ups. Alrighty, we're not done yet, because coming up next, it's time for...
Shout-outs.
It's Friday, February 27. Today is International Polar Bear Day. Ah, how cute. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today and over the coming weekend. And because it's a Friday, let's crack out the old birthday reggae tune. Hit it. And it's a happy birthday to Abby from Chinchilla, Maya and Caden from The Willows, Evie from Lugano, Juno from Highfields, Sammy from Baronia, Diane from Canberra, Charlotte from Essendon West, Ari from Gladstone, Julia from Turramurra. Good heavens, there's a lot of you. Emma G from St Ives, Rayansh from Canning Vale, Hamish from Yapoon, Joe and Bob from Yass, Evelyn from Curry Curry, Yash from Forest Lake, and there's still more of you. Logan from Rosewood, Sol and Sebastian from Kuran, twins Colby and Archie from Queensland but currently travelling around Australia, and Eleanor from Paris in France. Ha ha ha. And a belated birthday shout-out goes to Charmaine from Bella Vista. And a special shout-out today to Class 6 SG and their teacher, Mrs. Simpson from Livingston Primary School, who is also celebrating a birthday this weekend. Now, don't forget to tune in this Sunday when a new From the Vault episode arrives in your podcast feed. With archaeologists still making discoveries in Egypt, from hidden tombs to high-tech mummy scans that let scientists peek inside ancient remains without unwrapping them, we're heading back thousands of years to one of the world's most fascinating civilizations. Yep, this weekend we're revisiting the Squiz Kids shortcut to ancient Egypt, where pyramids weren't built by slaves, men wore makeup for health reasons, and mummification was a science as much as a ritual. That's your Squiz Kids shortcut to ancient Egypt, landing in your podcast feed this Sunday. For now, though, this is Bryce Corbett signing off and reminding you all to get out there and have a most excellent weekend. Over and out.